Greetings everyone, I'm Echo the Second, and welcome to a quick video about the newest snapshot 25W02A. I want to say first that I am sick, so sorry if my voice sucks. Anyways, this is one of the most disappointing snapshots I've ever seen. Honestly, I don't remember the last time Minecraft disappointed me this badly, since I think the Warden got delayed. I know this is just the first snapshot, people are going to say that, but that's precisely why I'm making this video now, so that hopefully the feedback is heard, because boy does this need work. So, this kind of update on paper, it's great, fantastic, it's what we've been asking for and wanting for many years now, and honestly it's a no-brainer, and it's also honestly not even hard to do at all. I'll tell you later what I mean by that, but let's get into the good stuff first, because I think that's fair. And also, I'm not going to be talking about any Pale Garden changes or the lodestone stuff. I'm just gonna talk about the ambient stuff in this update, because that seems to be the focus of this upcoming drop. So like I said, let's start with the good stuff. Trust me, this will not take long. But we have here these wildflowers. So yes, those are exactly like pink petals, which is why I said this update must have been extremely easy to make. But it doesn't mean they're bad. They're actually quite great. They look very nice in the biomes where they generate. I mean, they work like pink petals, so it's pretty good there. And of course, I wish something like this was possible as not a flower that grows out of the ground, but maybe like a flat layer, so that we can place this on water or any other blocks that are not basically grass blocks. Like, this would have been so nice to have, but I'm going to get more into that later. Another thing that's good about this update is the pig types. And now I'm gonna get started with the stuff that I don't like. What I don't like is the fact that we only got 2 different pig types. This is such a missed opportunity, because now we're apparently going to have a variance of farm animals depending on the general climate. So if it's warm, temperate, or cold, we're going to have a different type of farm animal. The same way we have frogs. So they're taking this from the frogs, they're applying the same concept just to these farm animals. And I think it's restricting Minecraft for no good reason. Why can't we have many pig types? Why can't we have a pig type for all Badlands biomes, a pig type for all jungle biomes, a pig type for all spruce biomes, a pig type for every forest biome? Stuff like that could go a really long way. They really should have gone the dog route. This was done much better with wolf types that we've gotten last year. We have a wolf type for this, and we have a wolf type for this, and we got a wolf type for this, and that's just scratching the surface. There are 6 more wolf types. That is so much better than what they're offering us with these animals so far, and I don't see a good reason to restrict the amount of types like this. And judging by this, they're pretty committed to this idea, because they already did biome tags. So yes, we can look forward to chicken and cow and maybe even sheep variants. But why can't we have more? We have so many from Minecraft Earth and Dungeons, so many animal designs from these games, which are great, because I'm pretty sure Mojang has the same art team. So why can't we put those in here? There was definitely a push to put stuff from other spin-offs into the main game, and I think in a case-by-case basis, that's a fantastic idea. Why can't we have more of that? Why was that just one mob vote and not something that they actually consider? There are so many different pig types that would look fantastic in vanilla from Minecraft Earth. Why can't we just repurpose them? You don't even have to make new textures. All you need to do is put them in the game. You already have the code for this. They made pig types data-driven the same way the wolf types have been data-driven. They already have those biome tags. They should just make new ones and change how that works. It's so extremely simple, and it's such a low-hanging fruit. This whole update is really, and they're not doing it. Why not? Another thing that's really bothering me about the pig design is the fact that it's the same. I think we can all agree that the classic Minecraft farm animals have an extremely outdated design philosophy around them. Does this look like a cow to you? This looks nothing like a real-life cow, and I get it, Minecraft doesn't have to be uber realistic, but the current art style is just completely mismatched with all these old mobs. And let's be fair, those were made by game designers, even amateur game designers at that, like Notch. They were not made by art people. So why can't we just get art people to redesign these extremely old mobs? I don't think anyone would really be that upset over that. Look at the goat here and the sheep. Look how much more detail there is in the goat model and how much better it just looks in general. This just doesn't fit right next to that. They've already changed bats and horses, so what's the holdup? Is it just because these mobs are so old? I think Mojang's fear of changing really old features is just handicapping the game. I also think the creeper should have been redesigned because the texture is really bad, but it's too classic or something. Anyways, that's just a missed opportunity in my opinion, and that's why that stuff is disappointing. So let's get to the part of the update that's actually really bad in my opinion. This is leaf litter, and it looks great in this biome, especially on the coarse dirt, but it looks horrendous in the forest. This is such an eyesore. Like I said, this must have been extremely easy to make because it works exactly like the pink petals, but this is so much worse than that because I can't put this anywhere. I can't put this on terracotta, I can't put it on stone, I can't put it on leaves, I can't put it on logs, I can only put it on the grass type blocks. Why? It's literally just falling leaves or cooked leaves. Why can't I just place them anywhere I want? This is such an arbitrary restriction. This sucks. There's no logical reason for this anyways either. With pink petals and the wildflowers, you can see that they have little stems because those are actual flowers. They need to grow out of something. Okay, fine, I get that. That makes sense. And in fact, even those limitations I think are a bit too strict because in real life, grass can easily grow out of stone. It's not even that far of a stretch. And like I said, Minecraft shouldn't be realistic anyways. So it's not like this is going to ruin the game. This is literally just decoration. The grass block isn't powerful at all. Why can't we just place this whenever we want? But if you don't agree with me on that, you must at least agree that this should be placeable on most solid surfaces. Okay, fine, maybe you shouldn't be able to place it on leaves, but why can't we place them here? Why not? There's no good reason for this at all. So this block is extremely handicapped in use, and it looks horrible in the forest biomes because even though it's like brown and it fits the colors of the biome, it's a lot of different shades of brown in a single tight space. It's literally just a one block space, sometimes even less, and it's taken up by these extremely different shades of brown. So when you zoom out, even walking around just here, it looks terrible. It looks super ugly. But if you fly out, oh boy, does it look bad. It's especially bad when you look at it from that perspective. So you don't even need an elytra. You can just do that. It's just like, ugh. This looks really bad. So this must be absolutely changed. I'm not sure what the best way to do it is. This probably will work so much better if it was just a different block. If it was fallen leaf block that generated either from natural leaves that are attached to logs, or if they were once generated when the world generates and then you can craft them yourself from leaves. That would have been so much better. And if you can biome tint these, imagine how much better that would look, because it would still look good here. It would still look kind of like this in this biome, but if it looked green in this biome, just imagine how much nicer this would appear. But that's not what we got in these biomes. Even if you decrease the generation and change the way it generates, it's still going to look bad. And I also think that what I just mentioned does also add to it being even worse, because it generates in these little lines that I assume is just taken from the way it generates in the cherry grove. It doesn't work for this because you can kind of see the lines and it creates these weird patterns. It looks quite unnatural to me and I'm not a fan of it at all. So maybe just generate these under the trees and very sparsely between the trees. But I don't know. Almost everything about this block does not work for me at all. I think it's really badly implemented as of now. They might fix it up and make it really good, but I don't know. They seem to be kind of committed to this idea that you need to smelt these, which is also quite stupid in my opinion. I know Minecraft is not realistic, but that just doesn't make sense. There's a difference between being realistic and making sense. And even in the world of Minecraft, that does not make sense. What could have made sense is, okay, if you want so badly to keep it that way, just make it so that when you smelt leaves, it's extremely fast. And they can do that easily because all of these things are in the recipe files. They're all configurable to change the speed of recipes, and to compensate maybe for this being kind of overpowered, maybe make it so they don't drop any XP. That's also configurable. But that's just another thing Mojang never touches. They have all these different settings and they never touch them. So, okay, another disappointing thing. So this block is, I don't know, I'm not a fan. Either make it so that there's a different block that serves this purpose and is tinted to the biome color, to the grass and foliage color, or just keep this in this biome only, because it looks absolutely terrible everywhere else. So that's basically that, but there's something even worse in my opinion in this update, and that is this. Actually no, because this looks perfectly great. They're just repurposing the pale oak leaf particles for regular oak. That's fantastic. Let's go under this jungle tree and see how amazing those are going to... Oh, it's the exact fucking same thing. This is genuinely lazy. This looks terrible and it is lazy. I'm so sorry. I know people say this might be just a placeholder, but how do you know? They didn't add the different wolf types that are just literally reshaded versions of the vanilla wolf, and they didn't do that with pigs either. Why would this be a placeholder? Why not just do something right the first time? If this is a placeholder and I was Mojang, what I would do is just wait for a future snapshot if the textures aren't finished to add them properly. First impressions are very important, and if this is a placeholder, I mean, that's good, but why was this even shipped? I don't understand. So I don't get the whole argument of this is just a placeholder, because I don't think it is actually. I think this is what they're going to add unless we complain about it. And that's another reason why I'm making this video. I'm complaining about this so they fix it. And these falling leaf particles are probably the most low-hanging fruit of them all, because they've already done this in 2 previous wood types that they've added. So this is such a no-brainer. But look at these. They all look the same. They're just shaded different. That's it? These leaf blocks look nothing alike. These jungle leaves look nothing like the mangrove leaves, which look nothing like... Oh, I did that twice, sorry. I meant to say azalea leaves, which look nothing like the spruce leaves. Why are we getting the exact same type of leaf? It doesn't make any sense, and it's lazy. It looks terrible as well, because these spruce trees, they don't even have actual leaves. They have the needles, which it's fine for the block because, hey, this is Minecraft and this is an old feature, whatever. We're just gonna roll with that. But the particle itself should not be a leaf. It should look like this. I'm going to show you a comparison. I've been playing with this falling leaves mod for God knows how long. It works a quintillion times better than anything in this new snapshot. And this isn't even hard to do. Just draw several textures for each leaf type and add the same behavior. That's all they need to do, just do some textures. Just have the art team make textures for this. This is not hard to do at all. And the fact that they didn't do it right the first time is kind of a red flag to me. Because how hard can it be to do this? Yes, I've changed some settings in the mod to make this fall faster, but that's not the point. The point is to demonstrate how these look compared to how these look in the new snapshot. What is that? I mean, this is just terrible. And imagine if we could have regular azalea leaves drop those big leaves like that, but from the flowering azaleas, we can have those little flowers instead. How much nicer it would make the azalea trees look. And they didn't do it, so this is extremely disappointing and probably the worst thing in the snapshot. So yeah, guys, use your platforms to talk to Mojang devs and tell them, hey, this is not gonna cut it. This is extremely low quality. We're not going to allow this to be shipped. In the full update, we're going to make them change this and make it actually good. So hopefully these are placeholders. I would not understand why the hell would they ship this snapshot with these placeholders when the pigs and the wolves were not placeholders. But regardless, this is extremely disappointing. This update is something that the overworld needs desperately. It has to be done right, and it's not hard to do right. This is not difficult to do at all, and they're already fucking it up, and I'm very, very disappointed in a way that I have not been disappointed in a very long time. If you watch my channel, you probably know that I'm a pretty big advocate for Mojang. I think they're doing a great job most of the time. Sometimes they add bad features, but most of the time when you compare stuff that's done in a mod and in vanilla, you can see that the vanilla stuff is so much better quality, it's so much better tested. It's clear that a lot of time and work went into those features, and they've considered everything that could go wrong and made sure that this works for every type of player, which is really hard to do because Minecraft has redstone players, data pack and mod creators, survival players, adventure players, builders, and it's extremely difficult to cater to all of these audiences all at the same time in one update. And so I get that this game is extremely difficult to develop, especially being the biggest game ever. This game has an insane influence on humankind, as funny as that might sound to some of you. And so to see this low quality of the features in this upcoming update, it's just really disappointing. And if you guys want, I can make a video after the full update is out to see if any of these issues have been addressed, and to just see if this update in general, with all the features that we haven't seen yet, turned out good. But so far, this is a really bad start, even for a first snapshot. So I know stuff is really subject to change, but even when the trial chambers were first added, they were still a fantastic feature, regardless of the fact that they didn't have vaults and the whole ominous event. A lot of the rooms were missing, the bogged weren't in yet, but they were already a fantastic feature, and a lot of these features are not fantastic. But anyways, that's gonna be about it for this one. If you guys like Minecraft content, I don't really make videos like this very much, but I do have a lot of other stuff. For example, I have a series that I'm going to be working on more as time goes on called Missed Opportunities, which addresses the problems that I see in Minecraft updates. So it's going to feature stuff that should have been added or could have been added to improve, for example, caves and cliffs, or the Nether update, which is a video that's out already. You can watch it and see how I think about Minecraft. I also make data packs that add content, stuff like tweaks to existing mobs and recipes, and there's a lot more stuff coming. So don't forget to smash subscribe, ring my bell, and as always, stay. Oh my god, I can't even place it on here? Okay, never mind. That was just a carpet. These are so bad, by the way. Why are they the way they are? I'm going to put this in another missed opportunities video because these carpets are just diabolical. You've probably found yourselves annoyed with these, haven't you? Like, you've tried to place a torch and it doesn't work because it's a fucking carpet. You guys... And they did it again with the Pale Garden. So anyways.